Welcome to this lecture about the bond market and bond pricing. First of all, what is a bond and why should we care? A bond is an IOU issued from a borrower to a creditor or lender. It is a piece of paper, or these days an electronic document, that specifies the payments that the borrower will pay to the creditor to pay off the obligation. The bond is formally created when the creditor transfers funds to the borrower and in exchange receives the IOU. Why is it important to learn about bonds? Several reasons. First of all, as a personal investor, there are good reasons to have some bonds in your portfolio. Bonds generally provide fixed, or at least mostly predictable, income streams, so they can be a useful tool to save for specific expenditures like college for your kids, or for your retirement, or after you've retired to generate income for yourself. Second, many large, long-term investors, such as insurance companies and pension funds that cover public employees, invest in bonds. If you want to understand those entities, you need to understand the role of bonds in their portfolios. Third, much government borrowing takes place through bond markets. So, from the perspective of understanding public finances, which affect you through the taxes that you pay, it is important to understand bonds. Finally, we cannot hope to understand the value of many financial products or guarantees, such as pensions and annuities, until we understand bonds. That is because these arrangements are basically the same thing as a bond. They just are less likely to trade on a financial market. An annuity is like a bond that makes regular payments until the purchaser dies. And a traditional pension arrangement, in which an employee, in the US now it is usually a government employee, receives a monthly check from their employer, is also just like a bond. The IOU is simply from the government to a current or former employee. Like an annuity, a pension ceases upon the death of the individual, as opposed to having a repayment of principal to an investor. So, the bottom line so far is that the concept of a bond, and what a bond is worth, is useful far beyond just pricing a bond. It will allow you to understand how much other streams of income are worth, including annuities and pensions.